Tonight on CTV, students are gearing up for the March Democratic Caucus. Find out how you can register how to vote. Plus, the career fair took place this week, helping students find internships and jobs in their respective fields. And an inside look at a new studio and nightclub in Old Town. All this plus weather, sports, and entertainment. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for tuning into CTV News this evening. I'm Aislinn Carrillo.
And I'm Bailey Lakey. The world of politics is heating up, and with February coming to an end, that means the Colorado caucus will be here soon.
CSU students are now preparing for the caucus season and are trying to find different ways to get the word out.
So I reached out to Rams for Bernie here on campus, and they table every Wednesday. And I was like, what do you guys think of me coming out and just dancing and kind of getting like people's attention? And you guys could go out there and give the information on caucus and have people fill out forms and sign up.
Many other groups on campus also get out on the plaza to talk to students about the caucus and voting in general.
You know, voter registration drives, tabling. We have a lot of free stuff that we give out, so it gets people to come to us and, you know, informs them about the issues, which is really what counts.
The Colorado caucus will be held on March 1st, when many other states also hold their primaries and caucuses. This day is known as Super Tuesday.
The caucus is coming up March 1st, which is a Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's based on your precinct location, which is based on where you live.
The Democratic and Republican parties in Colorado meet in what are called precincts. However, once they are in their own precincts, the caucus looks a little different for each party. In the Republican Party, people vote for delegates who then go on to the national convention and vote for a candidate.
So a caucus is not a direct vote like a primary. A caucus is where you go to your precinct location, and in Colorado, you will be voting for delegates that will go to the Republican National Committee and choose the candidate.
The Democratic Party is the complete opposite, where they vote for the candidates who will then receive a certain amount of delegates. In the end, these CSU students don't care about your political party. They simply want you to get out and get involved.
Please vote. I don't care whether you're Democrat, Republican, you know, please vote.
If you have not registered to vote yet, you unfortunately cannot caucus. However, if you are registered to vote and would like to get involved in your party's caucus, you can go to your county party website and locate which precinct you should go to.
The CSU Civil Engineering Department conducted a unique experiment today, one they say is the first done in the world. Dr. Hussam Mahmoud and graduate student Bashir Ahmadi looked at what happens when heat and pressure is applied to a cracked bridge. This is Ahmadi's senior thesis. According to Dr. Mahmoud, there have been 500 cases of bridges catching fire due to different circumstances. To conduct the experiment, the two researchers took a steel beam with a slight crack and applied up to 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit and 2,600 pounds of pressure. The experiment resulted in the bridge model cracking, and now CSU arguably leads the country in this area of research.
First in the country in terms of first in the world to ever run a test on a beam with a crack at elevated temperature. No one considered looking at this before, so we're the first people to evaluate this type of behavior.
Colorado State University has taken major steps to push 12 construction projects on campus. Known as the Big 12, the plans together will cost about $700 million. Some of the projects include additional academic space and buildings, as well as parking facilities. This construction plan also includes the hotly debated on-campus stadium.
This week, CSU held its annual career fair for students and alumni to get a glimpse of potential opportunities in the workplace.
Students patiently awaited the check-in process before being exposed to a room of over 130 employers. Each business set up their own booth in hopes of attracting some new faces. Students anxiously strolled through the crowded aisles in search of possible employment prospects. Many candidates were able to make a countless amount of connections in their time spent at this semester's career fair.
I think the biggest thing I was hoping to come out with is just establishing connections with different companies, just going in there and being able to meet and talk to them. And the thing is, like, you don't have to know exactly what you want to do with your career. There's just a lot of opportunities and doors that can be opened just by building relationships and meeting with the different companies.
Companies all over Colorado paid up to $1,300 to be featured in this event.
I mean, how often within your lifetimes you have that many employers in your, coming to your doorstep saying, we want to hire you. And these employers definitely see the value that our Rams bring and are really excited about our students.
The career fair was a great opportunity for employers to seek out candidates for full-time, part-time, and internship positions.
It's something that I was looking forward to just because, like I said, there's a lot of outlets and opportunities that are here from it. So I'm very thankful that Colorado State is inviting these companies to come here and be able to get college students out of here.
Employment opportunities were scattered throughout the room and students were taking advantage of it.
There's so many opportunities, so many employers of different types that are here who are wanting to interact with you.
Here's a big thank you to the Career Center who made all of this possible. The Career Fair is held once every semester, so if you weren't able to make it this week, you can look forward to it in the fall.
The City of Fort Collins is preparing for their annual State of the City event in the Laurie Student Center on February 29th. Doors open at 5:30 p.m., but the event does require an RSVP. You can RSVP at the Fort Collins City website. The event will feature Mayor Troxel and City Manager Atterbury, and will follow a conversational style format with submitted questions via Facebook or Twitter. Coming up after the break, weather anchor Nicole Conklin will join us to talk about the warm temperatures we saw today.
Stay tuned. CTV will be right back.